In this video mechanism, we will see another topic related to context-free grammar, and that is nothing but writing grammar for a specific language. Means in the last some videos, we have seen how to write a sentential form or the past tree form for generating any string from a context-free grammar. Now, this is a turn to write a specific grammar for any language. So we will start understanding these terms now. Any production for an infinite language are written recursively. Means I am listing here the different rules term by term. Then collectively we are able to solve any context-free grammar for a language. If there is a production, means there is a infinite language, then the productions are written recursively. A production is called recursive if its left side variable occurs on its right side. Means this is a arrowhead, this is a left side, this is a right side. If this variable again occurs into its right side, for a recursive execution of any string, we have to use the recursive mechanisms, that is left hand side symbol will appear as it is on the right hand side. So how we can accomplish this task? I will list out some examples. For example, S use AS. It is a recursive because this left hand side again appearing on the right hand side also. Next, for example, S use small b or again A. Now, and again A is having a production like C or PS. Means indirectly S are giving N and A is giving S. Means this is appearing again on the right hand side. Means how, if I will replace A by these terms BS, then it will appear on the SQs again S. So this is known as a recursive mechanisms. Thus a recursive grammar can be written either using a recursive productions or using indirectly recursive productions. Means, for example, I will take one language and try to solve a context-free grammar for that language. Now, suppose I am having a language that is L is equal to epsilon A, and so on. From this language, you are getting idea that this is nothing but a clean closure of the A. So A will appear again and again on the right, same string. So we have to use here the recursion because same thing is appearing again and again. So for that, for writing any grammar, there are some rules like you have to take first start symbol and then apply the productions on the right side. Now, as it is a, we are writing here A. And for the recursive productions, we take again S, means it will again generate AS. And now how to replace finally S from this production? Because we know that yield of any grammar is nothing but a set of terminals, but it is a non-terminal. How to avoid this or how to replace this in the production? So for that, we will take one again production, that is S gives epsilon. Epsilon means nothing. Means when S gives AS there, you can replace S by epsilon, and this is the production of this grammar. S is producing A. So this is how to apply a recursive productions. So these are the members of the grammar for that language. For example, we will try to solve this from the sentential and parsed form. For example, for this language, we have created the grammar like S gives epsilon A, S gives AS or epsilon. And for generating a string 4 times A, we will use both the sentential form and parsed tree form. Now, for the sentential form, We have seen how to generate a string from a grammar. We will apply the same steps here. That is, first of all, to obtain the A, we are starting from the starting grammar, that is SQAS. Now, one A is achieved, remaining only three A's. So we will replace again S by AS, that is AS. Again for this A, we will replace it with again next mechanism, that is the again AS. For last A, we will again replace S with A, that is AS. And finally, we have achieved till our N, that is the 4 times A is achieved. Now S will be replaced with the epsilon. So it is A. So this is the sentential form to generate a grammar or a string from a yield of a grammar by the sentential form. Now, what is the pass tree mechanism? It is simple. S gives A S. Again, S is replaced with A S. Again, A S. Again, A S. And finally, this S is replaced with epsilon. So, this is nothing but the pass tree form for the grammar. Now, this is about the sentential and past tree form for the language for which we have generated the grammar and again derived the string from it. Now we will take another language to solve or to prepare a grammar. That is, for example, L is a language containing set of different A's. Now, in the previous example, there was epsilon at the starting, but here only A is there. Now, by regular mechanism, we will start with some starting symbol. A is the terminal, so we will write here A, but it is like a recursive mechanism, so we will apply S again here. But we know that here we have to finally replace S by anything, for which we get only terminus on the right hand side. For that case, here epsilon is not a part of a grammar. So we will replace this S with again a terminal, that is a. So our grammar for this language is S gives AS or S gives A. For example, we are requiring the string to be generated from this grammar, that is triple times A. We will start evaluating it from the sentential form like S gives A is. One A is achieved. Then we will replace again S gives. Again A is. One A is achieved. Now, comparing it with the previous example, we have a scope to replace S with epsilon. But here, no epsilon is there. So you have to replace S with finally A. Now 2 times A is achieved. Now directly replace S with final A. That is this mechanism. For parse tree generation, we will start with S gives AS. Now this S is again with AS and now this S is replaced with A. So it is a yielding of a grammar, that is A. Continuing the same topic further, we will take another language to which we will try to solve the grammar. For example, we are having the language like B, AB, then A, for example, A, B, and so on. This is the language for which we have to calculate a context free grammar. Carefully see here, B is occurring single B in each and every term of a language. Now, one A is there, two A is there, three A's are there, and so on. Means it is a recursion of A multiplied by B. So, how it will be calculated? It can be calculated like, for example, S gives, first of all, it is compulsory having the A, means we will only write the recursive term. Then, for recursion, we will take S. Now carefully see here, for multiplying each and every term by B, we have to take a production of S gives B. Now, how this can be achieved. For example, see here, S give B is a first term of a language, so it is achieved. Now, for each term we have to multiply it with B. So we are taking here the recursive form, that is S gives A is, and we have to again compulsorily replace S with B. So we are taking S gives B. So this is the another example to write a grammar for any language. Now, these are the some simple terms. We will see some complicated terms in the next some videos. Thank you so much.